Welcome back to the channel and thanks for checking out this week's video, and a massive thank you to everybody that checked out last week's video. It was my first video of 2024, but it's my first video back on YouTube in quite some time. The engagement was way more than I expected it to be, and I really do appreciate every one of you for checking it out. So I was hoping to go out and shoot something for this week's video, but my family and I have all been a bit under the weather, had a bit of a head cold, you might be able to hear it in my voice, so I didn't go out, just decided to shoot something in here. So today I'm going to talk to you about DSLRs and whether or not they are still relevant in 2024. Okay, so a brief history of the DSLR. It first hit the scene in 1986, and over the next 14 years, various camera companies developed their own models for pro photographers and I assume people that had way too much money to burn. Now, it wasn't until January 2000 that Fujifilm released the first consumer level DSLR onto the markets with the FinePix S1 Pro, and from there on out over the next couple of decades, it just went crazy. So about 10 years ago, the mirrorless camera hit the scene, and it's got better and better over the years, more recently with the inclusion of things like AI features, better IBIS, and a whole host of other functions and features that has dethroned the DSLR and made the mirrorless camera system pretty much the number one choice for most people. So I consume my fair share of online content, and what I seem to see every day are content creators telling people that they should be buying this camera or that camera, and it's always the latest and greatest and most expensive cameras on the market. Now, they're just doing their job, they're generally influencers, and that's what they are on there to do. But sometimes I think it's giving the wrong message and it's leading people down the wrong path. Now, I can't tell you what to spend your money on, that is not for me to do. But if you are new to photography and you're just getting into this game, then my advice to you would be to go out and buy yourself a DSLR. So mirrorless cameras are great, there is really no denying that. But do they really make you a better photographer? Personally, I don't think so. So if you want to become a good photographer and you want to learn all about photography, then I personally believe that using a camera that doesn't have all of the bells and whistles like the latest ones, this is going to help you massively in honing your craft and giving you the skill set required to become the type of photographer that you want to become. So despite having some technological advances, DSLRs are pretty raw when it comes to photography equipment. Yes, over the 24 years since they hit the consumer market, they've got better. We've got better sensors and processors, more megapixels, better battery life, faster shutter speeds, better low light capability, and all sorts of other things that have gone into making DSLRs great over the last couple of decades. So this thing has everything I need and you should need as a photographer, whether you're just starting out or whether you are starting your own photography business or just wanting to be a content creator as a side hustle, whatever it is that you want to do. So I currently shoot with the Nikon D750. It is a beast of a camera, despite what anybody says. I'm really not into the whole argument about what cameras are the best. So, you know, I don't want to get into any of that. I really don't care about camera brands or anything like that. I've been shooting Nikon since I started photography over a decade ago, and it's worked for me so far. As an example, here's a few images. Now, something this isn't very good at, along with most Nikon cameras, apart from I'm led to believe their new Z range of mirrorless cameras, is video. I can get away with shooting some video on this. I certainly wouldn't film myself on it. It doesn't have a flippy screen. That's by the by. I'm not a big video guy. I have people that will happily shoot video content for me should I need it. And I'm currently filming YouTube videos here on my phone. That's what I've got to hand, and that's what I'm using for the time being. So with the exception of Pentax, no company is making a DSLR anymore, but there are tons of them on the used market. So if you're looking to invest in one, some great ones you could look for is the Nikon D850, the Canon 5D Mark IV, or even the Pentax K1 Mark II, and you can pick these all up at a great price. So I'm not affiliated with this company whatsoever, but definitely go and check out mpb.com if you are thinking about buying a DSLR. They have a great range of used camera equipment, from bodies to lenses, batteries, all sorts of accessories. I'll put a link, but definitely not affiliated whatsoever. So as I said in the previous video, I will never talk bad about a camera or a camera brand, and I will certainly never try and deter anybody from buying a mirrorless camera. I'm simply trying to explain that you do not have to spend a ton of money at the beginning of your photography journey. The money you save on a camera system could go towards other equipment, it could go to renting a studio space, or even taking an epic trip to capture some amazing images. Right, that's it for this video. I hope it didn't seem like too much of a rant, but I really do hope it helps you make a decision on your next camera purchase. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, I really would appreciate it. Drop a comment if you want to discuss anything that I talked about today, or anything you want me to discuss in the future. And if you haven't already, I'd love it if you would subscribe and follow along. It really would mean the world to me. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.